Been a minute. It's been a very long time. Uh, and the reason is because of this piece of shit. And I only say that because I should have been pointing at me. You see, haha, one finger points that way, three point this way. It's all my fault. So, for a lot of people who actually watch the videos, they'll probably remember I say that my computer's all messed up because of the graphics card. It was kind of true, kind of wasn't true. It was mostly because of me, but it was also because of Windows I found out, so it's not completely my fault. So what happened was, this is a long one because I had to figure out exactly what I did wrong, which took me about 2 weeks longer. Could have been a month. I didn't write down the dates. But as you can see, it's up and working now. It's very fun, very excited. And if I move, no, shit, I didn't get a good angle. It looks pretty cool in there. So it's 4K now. It's all working, up and running. I can play games. It's crazy. But what happened was, this is fun. So way back, let's see, this is in May. Let's see what I did wrong first. I didn't have the motherboard updated correctly, and the chipsets in that. So it made the graphics card look like it was wrong, but it wasn't actually the graphics card messing up. It was the CPU. So then I went to try and fix that, which took a while, and I only had this computer to start. So I went to fix that, and it wasn't going well. Like every time I'd open something, it just wasn't like anything graphics related. It would go for like 3-5 seconds, I'd close it and it would stop. Awful. So then I try and fix that just on its own. I got a guy in here to help me out with it too, and we got it up and running, but it still wasn't working. I was freaking out. Find out on that there was a Windows update and they had more driver updates coming just after, so I was like, okay, whatever. I messed up the whole driver installation, and by that I also mean Windows wasn't working. I found out today that Windows actually was not being cooperative for a while, and so there was an issue there was a point where even if I had fixed it, it wasn't going to work. But I was still trying anyway, like an idiot. So I ended up wiping the whole computer, everything. I had some videos on here I was working on, gone. And then I had to use a system media creation tool to get it back. And I haven't done that in a year. The last time I did it, I forgot that there's a two-part to the installation. You have to download just the download part, and then you have to install it after it fully downloads Windows. It's like a 3-hour download that I was only doing the first half of. And I'd create a restore point, and then I would install Windows, and I did that once, and I got everything up and running again after Windows did their update, and I got the drivers back. But because I didn't install Windows completely, anytime I would try and use the software, which would download fine, but anytime I'd use it, it would crash the computer, and I was like, fuck. So then one time, I went and I was doing that, and I rebooted so bad that I had to restore from the restore point, and since the restore point was from before I had downloaded the operating system, when I loaded it, it wiped everything again. So I didn't know what I did. Again, my computer literacy was on the ground. It was very flat. So I took the whole thing apart with zero computer literacy. I don't recommend anyone do that. Luckily, I found out how this thing works from the ground up. I should have brought them in here. I read the guidebook. I read an online manual that they didn't bring me, they didn't give me, sorry. Which would have been great when I first bought the computer. But there's a whole RAID software thing that I never saw before. But clearly, once you have it, it makes the computer work well. So I have it now. Oh, real quick, just because I got distracted. This is my footy pajamas. Very excited about this before I close the door. I was going to wear it today because I was excited, but it's really hot. So anyway, so I read all the manuals. I get everything all figured out. And I put it back together. So this is the fun part. This is where I fix everything. I still didn't remember the installation part of the media creation tool. And again, I still only have this computer, mind you. So I have one media creation tool, which I hope I still have nearby. Now, I hid it somewhere like a smart person. No. Okay, I don't know where to put it. This is going to take 1 second, I swear. No, I don't know where I put it. Why would I not keep it near? Ha 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 ha! So I had these. Each one had a media creation tool on it because I didn't know how to use it properly. And so I go through, I try and reinstall media creation, but again, I'm not doing the second half of the operating system download because I hadn't done it in a while. So the same problem, anytime I would download something, it would download okay, but then I'd try and use it, everything would mess up. And since people install their operating systems properly, there are no online help areas. So I couldn't, every time I Google it, I was like, this isn't a real problem. It's not, this isn't, no one is experiencing this. So, long story short, I wiped both those USB disks. So now I have no way to reboot the Windows on there. I have no way to go through, so the computer's just in a dead state. So that's why, I don't know when I went silent, but I went full, didn't do anything, like May 20th maybe, was probably the last day, I don't know. So I didn't do anything for a while because there was like a solid 2 weeks at least where there was nothing I could do. So, what do you do when you need to download a media creation tool and you don't have a working computer, you don't have a laptop, I have a tablet and a phone, but no laptop, and the libraries are closed, so I can't just go to a free public internet area and download it. What do? Well, you save your benefit check that you get once every 2-3 weeks to buy a computer at Best Buy, which the first time I bought a Chromebook, which does not have Windows on it, so I had to go back to Best Buy, get a working Windows computer, come back here, download everything, get it all set up, and then why would I need the laptop? I have everything going again, I got everything all set up. So I go back and I return the laptop like a goddamn pawn shop that Best Buy is. So, get it all up and running, figured it out. Thank God Best Buy has that weird return policy where I could tear open their box like a savage and still bring everything back. I don't know why it's not working. And perfect timing is the end of this. So then I got it all up and running, and I did get it up and running maybe 3 days ago. I've just been really excited, so I've been playing it. But, oh my goodness, look at it's just, you can do so many things. Like I can do this, I can close YouTube now, I can open YouTube now, I have Red Dead Redemption. Yeah, goodbye life. So there's only going to be a video like once a week, maybe. That's even saying that out loud, I'm like, damn, I'm going to have to cut back on my Red Dead. So, that's what I was going through the last 2 weeks. I just complete computer loss. Nah, illiteracy is the best way to do it. I had no idea what. Like, I'd look at stuff, everything's plugged in, and I'm like, oh, also, here's the fun one. I had my lights in this. This has a lot of fun, weird lights that I don't. They just give me, like, epileptic seizures. But they have lights in here that I don't need, and so I had the lights as my priority 1 in my power supply unit, and then I had my CPU and my fans like all the way at the end. So all my power priority was in these lights that are like, they're up here. They're not even, there's like a strip of them. That was causing my computer to freak out during like gaming and stuff too. So there's a lot of dumb, stupid issues that, thank God, I guess I figured out now. I wouldn't recommend anyone do it this way. I recommend you research the computer before you get it and understand the ins and outs. But at the same time, I could probably take this whole thing apart and put it back together in about half an hour from full wipe, and that's kind of good to have now. Shitty circumstances, but good knowledge, you know? So yeah, Norton's down, so if you want to send me a virus, hit me up. Yeah, so there's that. I guess that's just getting you back in the loop that I'm going to be productive again. I won't be, because as you see, I have games and other things I'm going to be doing too. So it's a mix. I'll be productive when I'm not being unproductive. So we'll see. Otherwise, let's see. Do I have any? Oh yeah, so I lost some videos. That's kind of a bummer. But they weren't that good. I'll give you that. Like, there's no food in any of them. There were a couple jokes. Oh, you might have noticed that I don't have hair on my face. If you do, kudos. You have 20/20 vision. If not, you're just regular. I mean, it's not that hard to miss. But I have a video on that coming out, which will be funny. Luckily, that didn't get deleted. It might not even be funny, but I have video on that. Be ready. It's pretty gross because I do zooms of my face and facial hair. Ugh, I know, gross. But yeah, that's it. I think. Can't think of anything else. Hope everyone's staying safe. Because I'm not checking in on you because I got this now. Sorry. Also, I'm not good with my phone, so I wasn't going to do it before. But yeah, so stay safe. Hope to have a life after this. Hopefully I don't have, like, screen rot or something. My eyes rot out of my head because I'm just going to be sitting here for the next, like, don't want to say and embarrass myself. But yeah, have a good day, and see you, everybody.